Once the power is out, SKELEC doesn't make any money. That comes at a loss to us. And we still have to employ all of these resources to get the power restored, because we understand that electricity is a public necessity. So we definitely have to ensure that our customers remain connected. So these are the reasons, as little as $8,000 to as much as $108,000. It's very, very important that we practice safe driving. I want us to take this opportunity now to preach. Sergeant, this is your moment to preach the importance of safe driving, to also preach about the dangers of if you don't drive safely, not only for collisions with poles, but the types of dangers that reckless driving includes, or causes rather.
Safe driving is of extremely important, and it makes the difference between careful destruction of valuable access. Example like the utility poles. Not only that, if there's a pass by you, somebody, a pedestrian is passing, and according to how you're driving, as I said, reckless driving, you have up a speed, and you cannot control that vehicle either flip or you have to pull on the other side. There's someone passing. You collide to that pedestrian. God forbid, the person lose their life. Or the person is at the hospital like a vegetable.
Wow.
And if you don't have insurance, how could you cover that person's bill? And not only that, you're taking up time from the law enforcement when they could be doing something else. So if you drive safely, you won't have to put strain on SKELEC, for example, because as they said, the men have to come out on the rest day or the time off to do this. The police officers could be doing something else. Instead of out there dealing with these accidents, that could be avoided. So once you drive safely, it is less constraint on the officers and also SKELEC officers, and also the emergency personnel, because all these have to come in play once an accident happens according to the type of accident.
So please, gentle folk, gentle people, practice safe driving. We're going to take this opportunity as well to speak more about how the Wild St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force and SKELEC have been collaborating. I know you mentioned that you'll get a call from the police. We have different stakeholders that are crucial to our operations, and the police is one of them. Sometimes they have to accompany us to difficult situations. But how do we work together as different units to ensure that we don't have a lot of damage, to make each other's lives easier when it comes to getting our work done? Yes.
Public awareness campaign and drivers education initiative. On the 21st of last month, we had a week of activities. And instead, we went out there and issued a ticket. We speak to the drivers.
Oh, God, that's
yes, good. We spoke with them. We even handed out pamphlets, letting them know the different offenses that they could be charged for, and also the fees. We talked to them. We have the weekly program on Wednesday, every Wednesday between 8:30 to 9. We are here educating the drivers. So we are not just there as to penalize person, but we educate, and after we educate, then we go out and penalize. Yes, because you cannot just be talking and talking. Yes, you educate them. You educate them. You sometimes you have a drive for a month. You leave them. You give them a leeway, and then afterwards, that's when.
So there's a month of no tickets.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Look at what she tells us.
No, sometimes. Yes.
Okay, that is true. I do recognize that there's some times when we don't see a lot of activity on the road. So
we're out there, but we're educating.
Well, in terms of ticket giving.
Right.
And also, you have a very close relationship with our safety and security department at SKELEC. You've been there about 2 or 3 times doing safe driving workshop with our SKELEC employees as well, because safety is our #1 priority at SKELEC. Not only electrical safety, but safety on the road. So your team is coming in, calling, being on the alert, being aware, helping us to improve how we are delivering our service.
Yes.
So we thank you for that, and we hope that other departments and other companies will take that type of initiative, because safe driving doesn't only start with your personal vehicle, but the vehicles that you drive for different
Yes.
companies. So these are the types of initiatives that we are encouraging. On the SKELEC end, what are we doing to help to promote safe driving and to get less people colliding with our poles?
Well, awareness. That's where it starts. Programs like this, interacting with the public, letting them know that, you know, your safety is important, and also other road users, and the utilities, the infrastructure that keep our economy going, that make our homes more comfortable with the AC, because you know the place is really hot these days, you know,
Yes.
and we want the AC. So so these are things that we try to do. In terms of reinforcing the infrastructure, the planning part of it, where they could speak about something, we just do an evaluation where we have the poles and move maybe a further away from the,
Because they're coming out in the road. Remember, they're coming out in the road.
from the road or something. So these are things initiatives that we normally take place, but everything comes with a cost. So we also have to bear that in mind.
So yes, we're going to open the phone lines now. Please feel free to call in if you have any questions. We have just about 5 more minutes here for this radio program this morning. I take this opportunity as well to say that from the SKELEC standpoint, every time there's a holiday coming up, we start our messaging. Please drive safe. Please be aware of weather conditions. Please don't speed, because we want to be able to enjoy the holidays as much as you do, and we don't want to have persons without power. As Javid is saying, the place is very hot. People want the AC, people want a cold glass of water, a cold beer, or whatever it is that you're drinking. You want to feel comfortable. So we know that we don't want persons to be without power for any extended 6 hours, 12 hours, 10 hours, people working on holidays in this same heat. So please, let us try to be each other's keeper, to be our brothers and sisters' keeper. And it starts with practicing safe driving, please. Jiggy, do we have any callers as yet? So please, we encourage you to call in. We're about to wrap up the program. Okay, we have 2 now. All right, let's go. Good morning, caller.
Yes,
You're
good
live.
morning. Good program. I want to know when you are going to get the bulb them for the light them.
You mean the
Up
street
here,
lights?
since last year, we ain't got none.
Last year? Where is this?
They got some kind of thing to put inside the bulb thing. I forget what they call that deal. And we want it to get a little dark. Up Fairview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we thank you so much, caller.
Okay.
We are experiencing some backlog that our teams are working to get resolved as quickly as possible, and we're hoping to get a lot of this work done before the hurricane season comes around, and we realize it's getting darker a bit earlier now. So yes, we are aware, and we're trying to work as quickly as possible so that we can ensure that our communities remain safe. All right, thank you, caller. Our next caller, that caller dropped. All right, if you have any more questions that you want to call in, now is the time, because we're about to wrap up the program. All right, good morning, caller. You're live.
Good morning, Jiku, and good morning to the whole panel.
Good morning. Can I get some more volume, please, Jiku? It's a bit low. Okay, go ahead, caller.
As I said, good morning, GQ, and good morning to the panel.
Good morning.
In a case where the person is found guilty of reckless driving or any kind of driving that causes SKELEC a cost, can the person be, and the person is found guilty, can SKELEC sue that person?
Can SKELEC sue that person? Is that your only question, caller?
That's question 1. I don't know if I'll be able to ask another one.
Okay, so Mr. Massey can probably explain, but I think most of the cost is borne by the individual's insurance company.
Correct.
Yes.
And if he doesn't have an insurance, what happens?
You should not have insurance.
That would be a matter for legal to take up.
Yes, I think we'll then have to pursue. I don't know if the sergeant can guide us, but I think we'll then have to pursue. But you should have insurance.
Should have insurance.
Oh boy. Call it, put me on this spot here.
Should have insurance.
Then that person should be sued.
Yes, I think SKELEC
Yes.
would try it as much as is within its best possible to protect itself as a company and its assets.
Exactly, and to send a message to the general public.
Yes.
Good, that's one.
Definitely.
Number two, as regards to the barricade, leaking them out time after time again. Who is responsible for that cost?
I didn't hear the question. The barricades.
As regards to the barricade,
Oh. I don't know about that.
Well, once we have the person who does that, then we'll give public work the person name. But you know, most of the time you don't know who's doing it.
good, but there's still a cost.
Yes, sir.
Good, but getting to know who the person is, what happened?
Well, then public works will deal with that, sir.
Okay.
Traffic will charge for the joking attention or the accident, and then public works will do their part.
Okay. And the last one, the lighting poles being knocked out. The lighting poles being knocked out.
Yes, that would also draw cost to the individual, and we will try to get the lights fixed, and the cost will go on to the individual insurance. If they do not have insurance, I guess legal matters will have to be implemented.
Thank you very much, and let the public know that, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your questions, caller. Yes, but as much as possible, we want to discourage persons. And then another matter that we're recognizing is that sometimes there's damage and people are just driving off. And so then we have to get into an investigation to find out who would have caused this particular damage. We have to do the repairs because this is crucial infrastructure for us. But people interacting and interfering with destructing our infrastructure, we having to repair it, and them not being there, they're fleeing the scene. That's even another legal issue that will need to be dealt with. So we encourage persons to be responsible, to practice safe driving as much as possible. You don't like when you don't have power. We don't like when you don't have power. We don't like when we don't have power. We don't like when we have to go and work because you don't have power, especially when it's because these accidents don't usually happen between 8 to 4 when we're at work, right? They tend to happen after hours. So please, as much as possible, this is the start of our continuation of our public awareness campaigns to encourage safe driving and to reduce the amount of collisions we are having with our utility poles. We're at the end of the program. I'm going to give each panelist an opportunity to provide parting words as we wrap up this morning. So I'll start with Mr. Matthew.
I would just like to encourage all to continue to practice safe driving and continue to echo the sentiments as I said before. No one likes to be without power. No one likes to be without power.
All right, Mr. Gilbert.
Yes, I would also say the same thing as Mr. Matthew said, and also add that we're going into the hurricane season. We are now beefing up the tree cutting programs. So out there, the public, if you are aware of any trees in proximity of our lines, call us for 665-2013, 661-2013, 600. Let us know. We get this information and then we go about to clear the lines from these trees. So
Thank you, Mr. Gilbert. Sergeant Henry.
Knowing the law. In any game, if you want to win, you must know the rules. Driving a vehicle is all the more important as you have only one life available. And after losing it, you cannot no longer reload the game and take it all over again. Good morning.
All right, thank you so much. I take this opportunity as well to encourage members of the listening public who are either electricians, project developers, or contractors to invite you to a meeting that SKELEC is having this evening from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Kuna Conference Room on Wilkins Street, that is in the West Bastia, Fort Lands area. As you come up from the War Memorial, you keep straight on that road. Kuna is on the left-hand side. We're going to be discussing our new metering standards that we hope to be rolled out soon. So we are sending a special invitation out to electricians, project developers and contractors to attend this meeting this afternoon. Please come so that you can be informed, and so that when SKELEC does roll out these new standards, and then it is not passed, you can't say that you didn't know. So we have given you an opportunity to come to this meeting to learn more about SKELEC's new metering standards. Thank you so much for tuning into our radio program this morning. It has been very insightful and educational, and our hope is to always to keep you informed so that you can make better choices, especially as it relates to SKELEC, our infrastructure, and our people. Thank you so much, as SKELEC continues to be the nation's leading utility provider, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Bye-bye.
Bye.